Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all. Take me back to a place where I felt at home. Take me back to a day when we weren't alone. Take me back to an age when the world felt small. Way back before we blew it all.
Good afternoon, evening, or morning. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Pom Pom project. If it is your first time here, this is a 5-bedroom house we are building for one of our subscribers here on the channel, and it's by the beach side. That's why we've named it the beach project. If you haven't seen this project yet, you can go to my playlist and then you see the beach project. You know how we began. As you saw in the previous pictures, that was the foundation and that was the last part of this episode. So this is going to be the second part, which is the beginning of the laying out of the block work, which you can see on the screen now. We've done the plumbing, which was with the foundation already, and they've already done about, I think, 5 to 6 courses now. So that's what the guys are busy on. So about today's video, later in the video, we will see how they did to the lintel level. I mean, they laid the blocks to the lintel level. Then we went with the lintel beams. They did the lintel beams, also with the sideboarding for the decking. And as at the time of recording this video, we've already completed with the concrete casting. So it's going to be an interesting episode. Stay with me, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's learn more about construction in Ghana. I'm going to take you step by step in building in Ghana, the major steps, when it comes to building a house in Ghana. So if you've already subscribed to the channel and you've already liked this video, then let's go. So as you can see, when we were done with the foundation, this is the laying out of the block work. As you can see, very neat work done right here with the guys. They were done on time, so yeah, they have time to relax and chill. As you can see, they are just walking around. This was at the end of the day, which was the second day. So this is how they started. They started with the laying blocks, and when it comes to laying of blocks, the first 2 blocks are very essential. They are very important because that is what is going up. So they have to get the angles right, and then they have to get the position of the blocks, else it will not be in straight line. So that's why most of the time when they begin with the laying of the blocks on top of the foundation, it takes much time because that's like the fundamentals of the whole house. And also to me, I will always advise that if they begin with your block work, after they've laid the first blocks, the first 2 blocks, you have to check, cross check and double check. You have to ask them to send you pictures. They have to take the measurement of the house, of the rooms, so that okay, this is the measurement that I was looking for, or it's too small or it's too big, so let's reduce it. Let's do this, because drawing, the drawing, it comes with what is on the drawing might be way different than what you see on the ground. Like sometimes people ask you how much will it cost to build this house, like they will just show you a diagram like this or something like this, that how much will this cost me, how much will that cost me, without giving much details about the sizes of the room. So sometimes it's very important that we pay attention to the sizes of the room. Pictures doesn't really tell the size of the room or the sizes of the house. So sometimes when you give a picture, you're like, how much will 5-bedroom house cost me? It doesn't really make sense. Sometimes you have to know the measurement of the room. The height also counts. You want high ceiling, you want just the normal ceiling, all those things count. So sometimes if you want us to give you those estimates, you have to be a little bit specific with the measurement as well. So it's always better that you talk to someone who is qualified, someone who knows how to deal with the drawing and stuff, so that they give you at least the breadth and length of the house, before you go for an estimate. Else someone will give you an estimate, you think it's cool, when you start building, then you get trapped. Then you know that, oh, okay, so I need more or I need less. So it's always best to watch out for that side. So as you can see in the video, we are at the windows level. And also when you get to the windows level, take measurements, know if this is what you can. And also you can always go in advance to ask about the windows, because sometimes people like to go with all glass. Some also like to go with, louvers and those. So you have to know what you want to use and then the sizes, because people like, hey, I want big windows. I want a lot of windows. They see things, on screen, and they think, oh, yeah, this is very nice. I really like this style, but that style comes with a price. Someone said, I want a lot of windows. Of course, it's possible we can do that for you, but when it comes to fixing the windows, that's when you know that, oh, okay, it's too much for me, so let's close some of the windows. And the moment you close some of the windows, you don't get the design that you were looking for from the beginning. So all of those things count. When the guys are laying the blocks and they get to the window part, let them take measurements, take it to someone who can give you an estimate of the windows. Then you already know in advance, okay, you can continue with the block laying, I can afford it, even though there's inflation, but you can work with it. So at this point, the guys are at the lintel level. You can see they are fixing the lintel beams. Also, you see we have some really long windows from ground to the lintel level, very tall windows. Just what I said, that we also talked to the owner of the house because of the design that he wants, like really big windows, very large windows. You will see later in the video, his windows are really crazy and a lot. So he already went to check out all those things and know how much it's gonna cost him. So this is the living room. You can see the windows, very huge windows, and at the front he has from like ground floor to the beam the lintel beam, which is very crazy. But that is his design. You can see he's already prepared to go for the decking. So the work is moving very, very, very fast. But I can understand though, because yeah, if you are building close to the sea and you have these beautiful views with the coconut trees, why not take advantage of it? So yeah, that's how it's going. And overall, you can see very neat work done. Beautiful, everything is planned, before we begin. If you check in my first episode, if you go to my playlist, you see that before we began with this project, we were preparing. Mr. Kwete, the supplier, was there to do his part, and we were also there. We assembled everybody to be there. Everybody came with his stake, so then it makes the work easier. Everybody knows when to be there, what to do at what time, and that's how we work. We just don't take your project and then we start working, and then when we get there, that's when we're going to look for this. No, we make sure that we get all the team right there. Everybody knows what he's doing at what time. We make a schedule, and then boom, we go. So this is the decking, the woodwork stage. This is the back of the house. As you can see, there are already blocks to go for the next phase. If you look around, you see they're already blocked. So one thing you should also, watch out if you are building is you don't have to gather all the money before you begin. You have to work with a retailer who in the area that you're going to build. Look for someone that you might always buy from, and then you can, when you have a little bit of money, you have 100 euros, you can send it to the person. But then you can buy your blocks, deliver to your site. If you have, maybe you buy first 500 blocks, let it go deliver to your site. If you have another 500 blocks, if you have another maybe 100 euros, you buy another blocks, let it go. Whilst you've not even begun with your project yet, you can already start buying the blocks. You can already start buying the materials, and this way you will buy it cheaper. Because when you are ready, if you start saving, it takes you maybe 3 months to save. and you want to go and buy the things now, there might be maybe 2% or 3% increment of, the price. So that's what this person did. We haven't begun with the decking, but the stones are already on site. Just waiting, you buy it when it is cheaper. So that's why we have a retailer on the channel, Mr. Kwete. If you want to build with him, you can see the stones and sand are already before we even started with the with the woodwork, and the iron guys are also there now. The steel benders are there to do their part. Organization is everything when it comes to building. Don't get trapped. Don't get trapped. Find a good team, organize yourself before you begin so you don't stop on the way. Building is all about planning, building is all about strategies. You need a team also who can help and support you. Like I was saying before, that's why we have a retailer on the channel, Mr. Kwete. You can deal with him. It's the team. We know ourselves. We know ourselves. So that's all the channel is about. If you are building with us, the stress, you don't have stress of thinking of when am I buying my next materials, when am I buying. All you have to do is to get the team together. You can create your own WhatsApp group. You can, when if you are working with our team, you can just create a WhatsApp group with the builder, with the steel bender, with the supplier, and then you can have a nice communication with the team whilst you're building your house. you know to us, the building is more important, that we are able to work and get things done for you. That's more important to us. So this is a very big advantage of the production team. That's why I built this team, to help people, all over the world. If you want to do something in Ghana, and you really need a team who can really be of help, not just taking your contract and working and then they are gone. People that can understand, your situation. And also, like I said, you have to be real with the team. You always have to be real. If what you can is what you can. If you cannot do something, just let them know this is what I cannot do, and then we will manage and see how far we can help each other, so that we all move forward. So this is a very big advantage of the production group. And that's the staircase. As you can see, the carpenter has done his part, so the steel bender has to come and put his iron rods right there, and then we go with the concrete casting. So the one thing about this staircase is that we have a washroom downstairs. So we have a long flight and then a short one. Okay, so the team, the steel benders did their job, which is also done here. So he was taking us through. They also did something because the project has a void. There is a void in the middle of the living room has a void. So I don't know, they introduced something there. That's why you could see the iron rod extending a little bit high. He mentioned the name, but I've forgotten. He extended the iron rod. I think there's something special coming there. So I don't know, but then we will see when everything is casted, and when they begin with the block laying at this level. So this is how the project is going. When you organize, there is no stress. Everything goes smoothly. Everything goes smoothly. And don't rush to build your house. Don't be in a hurry. It doesn't matter how much you've saved. You can save for the next maybe a year or two to build your house, but when you dig your first foundation, by the time you'll be done with the foundation, moving to maybe the lintel, the money will be gone. Seriously, it doesn't matter how much you save, you can't build a house straightforward. You need to break. So the windows I was talking about, you see the windows right there at the front. So you cannot just go straight forward. So you need to plan so that you also don't get, in a tight corner, because you are working, and you also need to pay your bills up there, and if you have kids, you have to take care of your kids, and you have to build at the same time. Yeah, and sometimes we rush to build a house, and then we are not even living in the house, or it is not in a good condition to rent it out as well. So then the house is just sitting there, and it has no really, like, it doesn't have a value during that time. So it's all strategy. It's all strategy. You have to strategize, your movement, how you want to build. When you are done with your building, the next three months it should be on the market for rent or for sale. Or the next 3 months you are moving in. If you're not ready to move in now, you are not ready to put it out for rent or to sell it, take your time and build. Take your time and build, and do it very good, and build it good. So this is it about the channel. We have more episode. When we are done with this project, we are moving to my own project, which I have resumed work already. The guys will be casting. Also, they will be doing that. They've already done the woodwork for the decking, and then I think the iron rod is also done. So also left with the decking. So just right from this project, we'll be going to my project as well. And then I'll give you more tips, because with my project I can really explain what is going on in there. These are people's projects, so I can't give you much details for security reasons. So as you can see, the plumbing work is also ongoing. I say the plumbing, the electricals and plumbing as well, of course. The electricals is ongoing. If you work down there, the stones and the the stones and the blocks, sand are all ready to go to the next phase. And all is because we have a supplier on the channel, so that we don't waste time. We don't waste time in building. There are so many ways you can build a house easy, but this is public. We cannot just come and put everything out there. So get in touch if you want to do something, and we will take it from there. Just get in touch. My email is down there. Send me an email, and we will take it from there. And then if you have any questions, you can put it out there. Let's work together. To me, it's just providing work for the team, and the team will not disappoint you. You can check in my videos, my playlist, the work we've done. You just pay attention to the work that we did. Beautiful, beautiful work, neat job done. Everything looks neat and clean. And if you really want to see a project that we've done from foundation to the finishing, I mean to the structure, that is the Tema project. That's the one that we did. That's for like when I started with the YouTube channel. That's the project we've done, and very soon the Pram Pram project, which is my project, will also be part of those categories when it comes to projects that I can tell people that this is what we did on the channel. So thanks for staying with me till this far. I really do appreciate your time spent on the channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Next episode is going to be the concrete casting, and I'll see you in my next episode. Like it. Do we?